I'll move up a little bit. Relax a little bit. Crystal. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Cynthia Linox Show. I'm your host, Cynthia Linox. Today we have with us our guest, Crystal Nachampassack. Crystal is from Laos, and she has a tremendous story to share with us today. It is her story. Now, she's going to tell us most of it, but she's given me permission to give you just a little snippet. Crystal, right now, is the senior marketing director of World Financial Group. And that's a big plate that she's handling right now. She's actually responsible for national financial literacy, where she spends most of her days, her time, trying to really educate people to become financially independent, financial wealth, if you will, and so forth. She really has a great story for us. In sharing with Crystal, anyway, I'm gonna let her tell you the meat actually of her story. But she's a mother of three. She's got three lovely girls. She is able now to take care of her family that's back in Laos. She's a grandmother of 10 as well. As a matter of fact, I believe it's her oldest granddaughter, Sydney, that will be going off to aviation school in a few months. And that's kind of one of her pride and joy, and something that she's happy to be able to contribute to. So with no further ado, I'm going to introduce Crystal and have her share her story. Crystal, how did it all started? Now, you have really embodied the American dream. It's my understanding, as you shared, that you started out with a great aversion toward lack and poverty and not being able to do the things that your heart desired. You came to America as a refugee. Actually, you chose America, the United States of America, because you said that it's the biggest country, the most you can do just about anything you want and become successful here, and you have proven that to be true. So tell us, how did it all start? I know, again, you said you were a refugee. How did it all start?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Thank you for having me. I appreciate your time on your show. So, like I say, how started? Yeah. I was young, I born in Laos, in a small country. Probably people never know about it until the Vietnam War come, because then even the Vietnam War, the people know only Vietnam, but they know Laos because when President Obama go over there in 2016, first the President of the United States to go to Laos.
Okay.
So I came here when that time I'm refugee because they put my father in jail because of prisoner of war or Puerto Rico and something like that. And I married to a soldier that was raised marriage anyway, so they put him in prison of war. So
Okay.
it's dangerous to be there because all my father's side they have to escape. It's not that some people will kill them or something. I don't know. I'm not so sure 100%. That's what the reason they become refugee. You leave home. You walk to cross. Escape from Laos, you can come to the country next door to you. You can go Thailand, or there's the only country you can go to because uh, Chinese is the most population. There's Thailand that you have the camp,
Right.
and now that you have the camps to stay there. So, but it's better that we don't have to be escaped like a Vietnam people that have to go across the ocean. But this one you cross on a river. I was escaped the reason because they put my father in jail and my husband, in a prison a while. We don't see each other. So
Wow.
I have a child that time. I have three kids. One of them is 4 years old. One of them is 2 years old. One of them's one.
Okay.
So I can be able to take only the 4 years old because the 2 years old because I can't take all of them to come because the reason that my mom told me that I can take 4 years old because something when you get sick, maybe you can have somebody give you the water for you.
Right, right.
So you just walk across from the village and they check on you. You cannot tell them. I have just no bucket, no nothing, no food. And they're asking you, they have the gun, every village, the guard they say, you have a gun, where you going? If you go three people, gonna be four people, gonna be problems. So I take only one. I said, well, we're gonna go next door to visit my friend or family or go buy the food. That's what the reason I can take only one.
Okay. So you took one and two were left back with your mom.
Yes.
Okay. And so that was from Laos to Thailand. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
yeah, right. I had to looking far away to get to the camp in Thailand because that time, I don't even know where the camp is. Some people, because part of that, some people they say that Thais they allow you to get in so you can go to next country or we will go to Europe or go to American and some country. That's where you go. That's why you try today. And some people you have to somebody couldn't die before we get there. Sometimes I'm just lucky to I get there because I go to the section closer of Mekong River. When I was young, I was good swimmer, so not anymore. So I put my daughter in my bag and I told her that we're
So
gonna swim.
I was just going to ask you that question. So you actually, you and your daughter, you swam it across from Laos to
To
Thailand?
the because Laos border Thailand, just like a river, Mekong River.
And you both swam it across.
Yeah, she don't know how to swim. I just put her in my bag, and then after that, and I walk around. I see the little tube, before the car they have a tube, the old tube.
Right.
I grab on that, so because she almost drowned, so I have to get the tube to her so we can get to the next one.
Wow. So,
Except
yeah, on a tube.
yeah, the tube, little, that we
Oh
call
yeah,
the
sure,
car.
yeah.
They have the
I mean,
tube.
it's amazing that did that tube just show up? I mean,
I
that,
was something because in the river it's not show up. It's somewhere you walk around. You see that I find a way to the tube because I find a way that when you see the rock, the water not that. It means sometimes you swim a little bit and you can hold into the rock. Because it's a forest. I don't know, but only thing I just want to see like you see river, in El Paso, you can see Mexico on the side, but you
right.
have to find a way to cross the water in different ways, just like that.
Okay. But it's still risky in any case. It's still risky. It's still a risk.
Wow, some people cannot survive, but I'm lucky I'm survived.
Yeah. Yes. And with a 4-year old as well.
For you as well, she's crying. I say you cannot cry. I mean, because if you cry, if they hear your voice, we're not gonna make it.
Yeah. Yeah. So
And
you are now in Thailand. What's next?
when you go over there, you're gonna find a way. I don't have nothing, but after that, so only thing I have, and when before I left, and they have little tiny gold, like a little ring, just a round ring, like a wedding ring.
Right.
And my mom put sew in me and my pack backpack. I sewed that ring to trade that ring to get to the bus to the camp
Oh, okay.
because the park on Thailand is they speak Lao because the long story is Lao. Thailand took 16 province from Lao.
Wow.
So you see the bus, you look like you talk Thai and Lao together, and they know you part of Thailand. But where you gonna go? We're gonna go. The camp name is called Ubon.
Right.
It's close to the camp.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, the camp's name.
So
So I saw the ring.
how long did you were you in Thailand? What was
It's about 1 year.
okay, so you actually lived there a year. Now,
Yeah, in the camp, when you get to the camp, you sneak. Somebody sneak me in the back. If you sneak in front, they will put you in jail. But something in the wrong with something when the people in the camp before they go looking for food because we don't have enough food. They go looking for bamboo or like a
were you
mushroom. They
okay,
have the back the camp just like a gate. They have a gate around.
right.
And they go to the back. In front, they have a soldier and a gun holding, make sure you real refugee. Or most of the time, some people they put them in jail. Some you have to take the money to get in there. Some people that you it's a lot of drama. So I mean, and then I go to the back and I walk around because I'm so tired. When I see the old man, he went looking for bamboo, and I call him uncle, and I mean say, you live inside there? She say what building you live? And I say I'm not sure. And after that she said come with me. We come to the back, so he go over there. After we go back and I stay with him a little bit, and he took me to the officer to register with every refugee from Laos.
Okay. Now, what's interesting is so you were there for a year in a refugee camp, is that
Yeah,
correct?
yeah.
And how did you make your way to America? Because that was your ultimate destination, is that correct?
There's not ultimate civilization, but you would in the camp that you're gonna stay with one building, 20 people. You just like shape like that. There's a lot
Like sardine,
just sardine, just like you see, and like you see pictures, some people from refugee from
right.
in Mexico, and refugee all from Ukraine or something like that. You go to country
Same
and
con
they have the UNICEF, they give you food, they try to correct your identity, and they make sure where you conform, how many people your family. They're gonna it gives you the number. After that they're gonna ask you, they send you, try to get you, because they tell you they put the flag, the country, how many people that you could go to tree. They try to send the people they like something is comfortable for them and used to know people. Sometimes some people know people in Thailand, but you cannot live in Thailand. Some people know people in Paris because and but I see the only thing I see big the flag of American. So I'm gonna go there. And because the reason
wow.
I like something big, and also that they're gonna help you fill out a form. They ask for my birth certificate and my daughter's certificate. We
Now,
don't have the certificate.
now let me ask you, did you speak any English at all?
No, ma'am,
None.
none.
What was the inspiration or what was the catalyst? What made you decide on the US? Because you said that you had an option to go to Europe or the United States. And you spoke no English, but did you speak another like French? I think you said some
My
Lao.
father did, but I don't. I
Okay.
know how to read it.
So you didn't speak any English at all, but you
No, no
managed
English, no French, but I can read it French. When
okay.
I can
But
read
that
a little bit, not a lot, because I was young. I was
right.
married when I was young. They arranged marry.
Okay.
I don't even know my birthday because we born in the haze, so we don't have the birthday certificate. We don't have the hospital, so
Okay.
that's why I see calendar. That's why I put my birthdays in that day. I came to Thailand in June. I just put my name. I born in June.
Oh, oh, that is wild. Okay.
So the reason I like something big because some people say that heard the grapevine. Some people talking about. I see most majority people give the food. There's American. I say wow, but they don't see much. They have some people from France too, but most of the majority they come give you they make give you vaccine like when you get sick. Most of it are American,
Right. Okay.
but they speak very good Laotian and Thailand too. Those people.
Oh, okay. So there was no language barrier, no.
Some of them, but they guide you to go to register to become refugee, what building you in, how many people your family. So they can ask you all those questions, and after that they can sit up you interview what country you're gonna go. So I choose America.
Wow. Okay. From that experience, I know you did not make it to the financial industry overnight. There had
No.
been a great struggle, starting with the language barrier, cultural difference, uh, socially. How did you navigate that? How did you pivot from a life of big challenge and lack
it's
dependency on
it's like something it's kind of funny too because I don't have no any idea. All I know is that I just want a something better place than where I come from because then I see people die in front of you, people
wow.
struggling, and because of the war, and part of that because where I come from, there's no middle class. It's gonna be only poor and rich. The rich is about maybe 0.5%, and then most of them people poor. Most of them is a farmer. But
Okay.
after that, the war, they lose the building. Some people lose. They took over my father's home, and my mom. They took over my mom's land. A lot of things they say is belong to union, something like that. I
Yes.
don't know exactly how it worked, but one thing I came and I said, okay, they go to America. They say they 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 get you. I came here. It take me about 8 months the interview, and after that I get the ticket. They get the voucher for you to go America one way, me and my daughter.
Oh,
And
okay.
after that you have to move from another camp to another camp to prepare to board airplane close to Bangkok because that one they don't have airline. So
Oh, okay.
some people some people they go to Paris, and some people, but most of my family, I know, I saw one of them.
Yes.
One of them, she choose uh, to stay until she wait for her family, something like that. So but I don't want to wait for my family. I wanna move forward. I want to stack them because it was
Wow.
because they give us the eggs,
Yes.
one egg for three people.
One.
One egg for three people,
Okay.
and we use toilet. It's terrible. The water, they give you one bucket water for whole day, cooking, showering, take a shower, everything that.
Mm.
So I don't want to wait there because in back home I'm not rich, but at least I can go to the river to take a shower or
Right. Yeah.
cooking and planning the food, something like that. But
Right.
it's none of that. We don't have no food. They give us the rice, they're all very old, they have a lot of bug, but we got to eat them. If we don't eat them, we die.
Okay. Okay. So you are sent to Bangkok to board the
Well,
plane.
we live in the close by to Bangkok to board airplane to come here. And like they say, the reason is choose Texas because one of um, one of family when they back in the camp, he said that you know, go to Texas because it's big country, big like a Laos, and
Yeah.
also the weather is good. It's not hot. It's not cold like in New York, but they don't even know either. But that's what they heard.
Okay.
But they say go to California, you're gonna have an earthquake and too many Asian people. I don't. So I like, but also they say that that's why I choose Texas. They tell me what city you want to go. Some people I don't know. They can put you everywhere. Some people put them Dakota, Dakota, whatever it's called the name is.
Dakota, yeah,
Yeah.
Dakota.
But I choose Texas because of the weather and the big. I just like something big. That's all.
Yeah, you like big country. Well, you're in the right place. So you arrived into, well, Texas, but you came to Dallas, or did you come to another city and then?
Yeah, in the church of Dallas Baptist Church, they pick me up. An
Okay, so you
American
came.
guy, they go to airport. And the first time I ride an airplane, I scared to get the hallway because they have the route to get in. I said, "Oh my God, it's so dark." I hold my daughter very tight,
Right.
and after that, they see the name, they write a name. Because every person had to wear the tag, the name number, they call T number,
Right. Yes.
the employee, I mean, and a refugee number. And he showed the number, not your number at nine. I remember by now 92151.
Oh gosh.
I
Okay.
still have it in my closet.
Wow. Okay.
And then
Okay.
they see when you see the number, you need to walk to that guy. And he put me in a car and he take me the family in Dallas, something in Oak Cliff. And then the Oak Cliff, the couple, they Baptist church pastor. I'm not sure 100%, but they have some uh, the orphan from Vietnam, about 5 children, and plus my daughter. But now 2 day, 3 days later, they're gonna take me to have vaccine, so on and so forth, and they tried the place to stay. But after that, they told me to go looking for a job. They're looking for a lot of jobs, and it's the only job they can find for me to do the dishes in the airport. But my dream, I want to be flight attendant. It's not going to happen.
Okay. And all this time, you're still not speaking English. Not a word of English.
Yeah, but after this, they're looking for a house for rent for me. But they don't have no house because they don't no money. The government give only $150. So it's the job is only the house, the old house before they have the garage in the back, right?
Oh gosh. Yes. Right.
And then the old couple rent the money for we don't have a contract. So I remember $150, and
They rented you that garage as
yeah,
a place
yeah,
to live.
no stove, no refrigerator, just only the water from them.
Now, was that for you and your daughter, or?
Yeah. Just a garage room, and he took me to church, and then I will get some clothes and then some mattress, not even a mattress, a frame in the bottom one.
Oh,
And there's no bed, and I put in that, and they give me my daughter with 4 5 clothes, and they give me make sure that they take me to register school for her to go school. And after that they teach me that they're looking for they have social worker that I know now. Before I don't know. They
right.
come asking you that take to you, make sure you have they have something to eat, apply for week program, something I know now. Before I don't know. And you go over there and they give me some food. I pick up a 5 bag of rice because I'm afraid I'd run out.
Because you're used to that. Right, right, right.
Yeah. So, and after that they say looking for a job, they apply to take me looking for a job. There's the only job they can give it to me is to do the dish, but I never do this my whole life.
Now, this is at a restaurant, or what
No,
facility?
it's they do catering for airline
Airline
because
catering. Okay.
yeah, when I see that, because I have the picture, I say I want to go work there. But the close can go, you work for the food too, because
You wanted
you
to.
work for the food you can have something to eat.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah. When they give you break, they give you food. So I had to put a little on the side in my pocket somewhere to bring food home to my daughter. But after that, I cannot keep her. I have to leave the daughter in my bag to with a foster home for 2 years.
Oh,
And after that, I start learning English. Some church people give me a little TV small like that. I
right.
learned English from soap opera, right? And I
Oh
register to
my
go to school. I get to go to school and teach JC like a college, and I was just got a dream. And a month later, and somebody I arrive with somebody go to work, I pay them, but now, but money I make, and I buy the car $500. I never drive a car my whole life, and I just get in the car, no driver license, and drive, and I hit the post, but I still going.
You are bold. You know, I must interject here. Most people wait for things to be perfect. They wait for situations to be perfect. They wait for the circumstances to be perfect. They wait for other people to help them. But you just really had it in you to go for it. I mean, who buys a car not even knowing how to drive and then gets in the car? And of course, yes, you had an accident, but just the courage you had to get in the car and drive that car because you knew that you needed transportation.
Well, I have to get carried to my grandpa because I raised by my grandpa.
Okay.
It's a long story. I'm not going there. So I leave home when I was 6 years old.
Okay.
And we can do another subject. My grandpa said, never, never. He tell me the story, a story like this. He said, you you can move one step at a time. Never tell you cannot. Because
Never tell
sometimes,
yourself you
yeah,
cannot.
yeah. He told me that sometime that when I was young, because when I was young, my grandpa, he's a farmer. He raised me. Nobody wants me, but anyway, so he go to work to the farm. He always puts a little something food in his pocket for me, and
Wow.
he treats me very well. And he told me that, but one thing he teach me, one thing he told me that when he went to fishing, I don't like fishing. I don't know. He's fishing, and he told me how to fish or something. He said, if you don't fishing at all, if you wait something to happen, you're not gonna have the fish. But now one night, that night, and my grandfather have 3 kids, and my aunt and then my mom, something like that. And I go home. I'm the first grandchild, I guess. I don't know exactly, honey, because everybody go everywhere, so we don't know each other.
Right.
And we don't have no water, and my grandfather that he makes sure that those 3 kids have the water, go to get another morning to go to get the water to put into drink. So he made me to go with them, because I said, why? Because this is why, because he said, you need to helping them. Even I'm small. He said, no, this isn't how small. You can pick up one piece at a time to make sure, don't waiting that somebody can bring you. What happened? They don't bring back the water.
Wow.
So
Okay.
that's why, and remember that.
So it came, that's where that strength came from, that courage. You know, you remember that lesson from your grandfather.
Yeah.
So let's pick up with the car. You got a car for $500 and you crashed the car. You ran into a post.
But after the police stopped me, and
And
they
you
say,
had
I
no
say,
driver's license.
yeah, I don't have drivers. They know English, and he don't give me a ticket. And after that, he gave me a little book, go study. I said, I don't read English, so I have to go to church, and people read English to train me how to read, so you can have a permit. If you don't do that, police told me, I remember you. And
How
that
dare
time
you?
they don't care about Social Security. And then I remember you because it's a town, the Hong Kong city that time is small. And if I see you again, you are never gonna drive a car.
Okay. So did you get your license? I mean,
Yeah, it takes
did-
takes a long time. And I was cheating too. I write in my hand before I go.
Written test. Okay, okay.
Because
That
the test is like a
no
ABC.
judgment here.
But cheating couple times, but easy, and take me 15 times to pass it.
No way. Well, obviously because you didn't speak the
I don't
language.
know how to read it because sometimes people they teach me that how to speak English and they teach me how to read. They don't have time to, but I have to drive the car. If I don't have to, I drive the car, I'm not gonna have no job.
Oh my
Yeah, I
gosh.
don't have no job. I don't have no food. So that's like my grandfather. If you don't go get him, how who gonna bring it to you?
Who's going to bring it to you? Yes. So, okay. So you got your after 15 tries, you got your driver's license, right? Okay,
Yes.
so you had your car. The car was, I guess, still running. You had your
Yeah.
car, you had a job, and you had your driver's license.
And yeah.
And you had
After that, so I registered to go school.
a place to stay, to live. And that was still, you were still in the garage. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
when I got a car, it's the garage. But after that, when I go to work, they start the $3.50. And the first time I start crying, and I worked 5 years, no day off, because I cannot afford to, because I didn't know I supposed to pay the bill, light bill, and water bill, and the rent, and the food. And now that's why she say after I calculate, I am very good with number. That's
Yeah.
why I very good number. I calculated after you pay for everything, I don't got nothing left. But now somebody told me, you say you need to go to school. I said, okay. I just go to learn English and then start from there.
Wow.
And I go to car. And after that, they told me that you and my grandfather told me thing. He said when you got he say cook the rice. Normally you put the rice put on the pot all every single. She said no, no, no. You have to make sure put a little bit left on the side because the leftover they can call their friend coming. That's what he said. I
Okay.
cannot put if you're gonna cook it right in the container, you
Right.
put them in there, you put all of that. He said no, take off the one they put on the side so the right left over they can call their friend to come. That's what he said.
Really? Is that I guess that's a myth. That's a
That's what I do all
cultural
the
thing.
time.
Okay. Superstition.
No supposition is it mean that right now is called emergency. You had any money, you cannot spend them all. You have to put some back. That's
Okay.
what I understand now.
Okay. So it's like an analogy. So put some rice in the side so that the rice
You
will
you can you can regrow it.
multiply. Okay.
Yeah, but if you use them all,
Then there's nothing.
it is nothing left. Normally that's why I like plant because the reason you have to plant it, you it just as you plant a mango, anything. If you eat them all, you don't save anything at all. You're done.
Right. Yes. Yes.
But
So
now
the
it
rice
become
is like a
emergency
seed. The
fund.
rice is like a seed that you just
Yeah, yeah,
plant
that's a
so that it
seed too.
multiply. Okay.
Yes,
Interesting concept. Okay. Your grandfather had a lot of wisdom.
yeah.
So let's where do we go from here? You went to school, you learned the language a little bit.
I went to school and it took me a long time. And I from the test so many time, but I don't give up because I cannot give up. Yeah, I give up, I lose everything. And also when I was growing up, a lot of people used to because especially you're a woman, they insulted you. You can did not believe you become somebody, yeah, because you always belong to the kitchen or carrying the luggage in or bag after the man or husband or
Right.
something like that. So I take me 7 years and I finished computer science. I don't know what it look like, but I like it because I watch TV. What's it called? Star Trek. And I say I like technology, something like that. I said, wow, it's awesome. So I learned as I go. And after that, when I learn, when I study English, when I do homework, I watch a soap opera, The Guiding Light. I still remember, and the beauty and the bold and the beautiful. I
So
learned,
you learned the language watching television. That's very relatable because when when I'm also an immigrant, and when I came to America, I spoke very little English. And when I spoke English, I had an accent, what's your name, and so forth. I kept my Spanish R's in there, your name, and so forth. And I watched a lot of television, Casper the Friendly Ghost, the Flintstone, a lot of cartoons and so forth.
Uh-huh.
And
I
I
love that too.
I
Yeah.
learned English, and well, I'm still learning English, but and I used the dictionary a lot, and in no time I was able to more or less, uh, you
I
know.
don't have the dictionary, but I learned it because I learned soap opera, and also I love Lucy until now because
Oh
she's
yeah,
so
right,
funny,
right.
and
Sitcom.
she's funny, and she makes sure that she's strong, she's powerful. I still love. I watch Lucy until now.
So she was kind of your idol,
Yes,
or
she's my idol. That's why I have the red hair.
oh,
And after that, we tweet when I watch TV,
right.
and you heard that you live in richest country in the world, why we always have problem money? And now I see between the advertising, they call the rich and famous, and the
Oh yeah.
girls, the rich and famous, they have the yard and champagne. I said, wow. I saw that was 10 years ago, but before I come to America, I saw John F. Kennedy while hold a glass champagne. I want to hold that champagne.
Okay.
And
I
after
think that
that,
you
so
were thinking way above where you were, but that's good.
I want to do something I never done
You
before.
got a vision of what you wanted your life to be.
I don't know about vision. I just want something I never do. I want to see something. I'm curious.
Okay.
How's
Okay.
it feel to hold champagne? How does it feel can ride airplane? How does it feel to wear the dress night? How can feel that you can eat any food you like?
Oh,
Because when they show in the cruise ship, I say, imagine the food. I say, oh
oh,
my God. And
yeah.
after they have somebody pour the champagne for them, I say, whoa. But after that, the guy come in, he say, would you like to be rich? Would you like to make more money? Come to my seminar. And 39.99 the first time. And no problem. And let it talk, pep talk, and then I said, what I got to lose for $39? I paid
So
for school for a long time.
someone approached you and invited you to a seminar.
No, not why I said that, not approach me. They're advertising 800 number. I have to call
Oh, so you had to take that initiative. Okay.
because
Okay.
they told me if you want to be rich, if you want to learn that something to be this, you have to call this number.
Okay.
And if you don't like it, whatever it is, a money back guarantee 39.99. But I ain't up more than that. But after that, I go over there, the training talking about become a woman, become a powerful. Most of the time I don't understand, but I see one thing. They dress so sharp. They look so nice. They drive Mercedes. I say, wow. I start calculating again. The way I work, I never gonna drive Mercedes. And the way I work, he said, if you want to do that, he said, you have to program your mind. That now start selling tape. I still have a tape over here, a lot of tape. A tape. Now, one packet, if you want to learn that with lights on, is about that time 6.99. But now that when you are the tape 6.99 plus the thing would be 2-3 thousand. I say, how are you gonna get 2-3 thousand? But now after that, I say, okay, that's why the tape for 169. I listen to it. I like it. They're talking about how you program your mind, how you say, I
Oh,
still remember what they tell me.
yes.
Yeah. But so I see what I got to lose. Yeah, I do that. But after that, but now they got my name. Every time the show come up, I give a call. I go again. I go again. I go to many seminar. They told me that some schools not for everyone. It hit my heart because I like school, but I don't think school like me because I have to do homework and that time a lot of them. So after that, after that, the guy he talking about you buy the property zero down. They zeroed out the guy by Mr. Robert Allen. I still have that book. He
About real
agreed.
estate. About real estate.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And I was dead, and I remember my grandpa again. He said, "When you work with property, the land never expand. You own that land. That's a set is sure. So you can do farmer." He told me to go to farmer in America. So I mean,
Okay. Okay.
that's what the reason that
Yeah.
I went to seminar with that. That's what I listened, and now most of the time that they're talking about mindset, everything. But I understand now because I was here for a long time.
So let me ask you this, because you did share with me that you invested in yourself over $25,000 in attending conferences, seminars, different events having to do with how to make money, how to grow wealth, and so forth. And that's because you shared earlier that you had an aversion to poverty. You didn't want not to have, and you
Yeah,
didn't want to live a life in a garage for
yeah,
for the rest of your life. So you invested over $25,000 in yourself, attending all these seminars.
yeah.
Now,
The
let's
reason I do that, yeah, because like you say, you hit on the spot, and you're right because when I started it, because some people say American dream, American dream. That's about the time I meet my husband. He called, I'm the one that asked him to marry me because he's my best friend. So when I work in the airport and I was
you became bold. I mean, you asked him to marry you. That is
yeah,
fascinating.
well, but that subject. But the reason that because they told me that when you when you want something, Americans say you have to go get them. That's the only thing I remember. Go
Yeah,
get them,
no,
but you
I
have to
agree
do the
with you.
right thing,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
not overnight. Not you have to be processed, not processed to have a drink, alcohol. Okay, process that when you had a process, you've been successful. You say you have to be processed,
you
and
mean
yeah,
you mean a process? There's a process to it.
like you process, you upset, you with everything. You want something, you upset, you
Oh,
process it.
obsessed. Okay,
Upset.
yes,
I'm sorry.
yes, yes.
when
Okay.
you up when you're upset with something, you want to change. He said you have to change your mindset. Number one, the guy he teach me, the first gentleman I buy the book from him is the tape Anthony Robin. He still exists.
Yeah,
Right
sure.
now he speak on my company right now, World Financial Group. And he said chain association. He said
Wow.
if you associate with people make $10,000, that's all you're gonna make.
Exactly.
And
Yes.
if you people associate people become a doctor, you're gonna make people smoking, you're smoking. That
Right.
time I make only $5. Is how you gonna associate with a doctor.
Yeah.
I want to marry a doctor, but I cannot be a doctor. They told me that you have to process, you have to be obsessive, you have to change. How you gonna change? He said, come to webinar, read the book. I don't like to read the book. And that's why I bought a lot of tape. Just only one session later
Because you
on.
can hear it. You can hear it.
Yeah, you can hear
Listen to
more.
it.
I can have in my little when little cassette like that play all the time.
Yes. Yeah.
I play in the morning, I play at night. They told me if you and they hold you accountable. But after that, so and it's add up to get my boy out of the road. So I started learning when 1991. I still remember that. I was here for 9 years. And the guy, he said, he teach me Robert Allen zero down.
Wow.
He say, if you want if you want to be rich, you have to think like learn how to become Rockefeller. I said, who the heck no Rockefeller? I don't even know what it is.
All right.
And they're talking
Well,
about
we made it to New
New
York.
York, the
Right,
beautiful.
New York.
And I
Yeah.
saw the picture. I said,
Right.
wow, it looks so awesome. The guy you have to own, you have to don't want to rent. You have to own the home. By
Mm,
own the home, you buy the home zero down. If
right.
you want to do that, come seminar again. And I just continue, and I go minimum since my lifetime, 40 something year, maybe about over 10,000. But boy, down to the road that they will stick with me. I do in real estate investor. They become the work with the money.
Right.
Why?
Right.
Because when you live in richest country in the world, you should not be broke.
Wow. Okay. I like that thought.
Yeah, but
Because there's too
also,
many opportunities. Is that what you're
yeah,
saying?
opportunity, and also the real estate too. They're talking about passive income. A lot of things I don't know, but now I know.
Yes.
But one thing I do know, he say, just be simple, be present,
Right.
and go get what you want in the right way, not go
Yes.
stealing. Not you
Right.
have to be. He said you have to be obsessed. You have
Yes.
to process. Everything's a process. You have to be persistent. You have to
Yes.
be patient, and you have to adopt the change. She
Yes.
say, what
That.
kind of change they're talking about? I cannot change like they showing about people smoking something. They tell me to broke a brick and all kinds of stuff. But why do I find out all about it? I'm the only Laotian Asian woman sit in that class.
Wow.
It's only me. But
Oh,
I don't even know exactly I'm gonna be successful. I don't even know. Like you told me, you put me pretty high embodiment for the success because I want to be live a life like a Lucy. I
okay.
remember her.
Yes.
I want to
Right.
lead the people in the boat in the big yard. I want to live a life like that.
Wow.
I every time I struggling, I remember they told me, and now the new book coming out. You heard it before. That's the secret. He
Oh, the
said,
secret. Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
the secret, they say that you taught me that you said affirmation. I remember by now. He said, talking about
Affirmation.
you have to tell yourself you're
Yes.
strong, you're pretty, you are vibrant. I used to be negative, you're strong, you're exact. And you have to start in food. Don't wait people to go get it to you. You have to get. That's why I asked my husband to marry. I don't want a man choose me. They told you to choose the right person and choose a friend too.
My gosh. Okay. I love this.
That's a little
I
crazy.
love the story. But the thing is, the interesting thing is that the fact that you asked him, and I don't know how you went down with that, but that he said yes. That
Not in
that's
begin no. In beginnings, no. I asked
but
him,
what did you persist? Is that what happened?
yeah. I asked him, but we move in sin for quite some time.
You asked him again and again.
But after we lived together so long, because he never been married before. But one thing I like about him because that time I got the first one live in foster home. She back with me. Then
Oh, your daughter.
I got a baby daughter, and also the kid, uh, and the from Leap and Lao haven't come there yet, but it's kind of a little sad, and my son died, so we'll talk later. But one thing it helped me struggle. I go in. It helped me to make very strong. That's
Yeah,
why I love that song. Something doesn't kill you, make you stronger. I
yeah.
listen
Oh yeah.
every.
Whatever doesn't kill you makes you strong. Yes.
Yeah, is and talking about also but when you because now they told me to go read the book Thinking Grow Rich. I say, oh, book again.
Napoleon Hill. Oh my God.
Yes, yes, ma'am. And I only remember one thing he said, you have to initiate first. You have to learn for adversity from defeat. If you need to love struggling. If you never fall, you never know how to get up.
Right. 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 I don't
But
know about loving the struggle, but understanding and accepting that that will happen along the way. And instead of seeing it as of course it's adversity, but instead of seeing it as a negative, you use it to your advantage. You flip it around. And that's the whole thing about this show. I call this living on the bright side of life. We can take the experiences in our lives and become woe is me, become a victim, and but it all has to do with your mindset, your belief system. Fortunately, your grandfather, gave you some nuggets that helped you along the way to navigate and be determined. When you look at the whole spectrum of your life, Crystal, from a refugee camp. Well, first of all, having to swim across the river from Laos to Thailand, being there for over a year, and then coming to America, living in a garage with no facility for cooking or anything, and then starting at $3 an hour job to where you are now. It takes a certain type of thinking. It takes a mindset. It takes belief system. And in most cases, as we've talked about, you have to make a lot of changes. And in some cases, you even have to change your circle, just like Tony Anthony Robbins says. If you hang around, people that smoke, you may wind up smoking. And that applies to other areas in your life. Whatever you want, you have to go for it, but you have to have a clear vision in your mind of what you want for yourself. And that's how I see your story, to where you are now, being able to support your family back in Laos and to live a life, from a little $500 car to a Tesla. That's a big change, lady,
Yeah.
girl. That's a big change. And so you are really the embodiment of the American dream.
Yeah, I love that because the reason I like to go to your show, I like, but I think it get me on a show. Hopefully the Miss Cynthia, you're gonna impact a thousand life. A lot of before we go to show like that, I had to pay a lot of money to get to talk with a personal like a Andy Robbins. I saw him. I had to pay thousands of dollars to get the chance to sit in the circle with him, but
Wow.
I appreciate it. They know how to take out the best out of me, and also the also that I do right now too. That my dream is because my dream is right now. We are blessed. I'm also that I get to meet you, and I want to see your show every Thursday, and I can see that a lot of people you will impact a thousand lives. And you in my dream become my dream is that I want to educate each family to understand that you know what you believe. Don't work hard for yourself or for somebody else.
Yeah,
Work hard on yourself to get improved. Had a mindset change. Before I came, I don't know what the mindset mean. I remember some of family telling me that you the crow, you cannot be a peacock.
mm,
That's the seminar coming. You don't do only one time. You don't live for time. You learn. You give yourself if capable to do something. That's why
yes.
I love American. That's why I love your show. I love Anthony Robbins. It's
Yeah,
very a lot of money, but some people if you don't go through the process, you don't go through struggling, you never learn. The struggling is gonna come. It happened to the rich or the poor,
exactly.
or the rain. I find out, but I used to blame everybody. But one thing, if you hang a right around person like a Miss Cynthia, probably you're not gonna have everybody got a problem, but it helps you to change your mindset faster.
Right. Thank you for that compliment. The thing I admire about you, though, Crystal, is you are so bent on giving back to the community. You just give and give and give, and you're so discreet about it. You don't toot your horn, you don't clap for yourself, and and I encourage that. I say you clap for yourself, but and your goal, as you shared earlier, is to educate, particularly women, to educate them so that they can become financially independent and being able to be able to live a good life. I respect that of you. I do. And also the boldness that you have to share. I mean, someone can look at you now and see that you enjoy luxury vacations and cruises and river cruise and so forth, and live a lavish life, but they don't know what you went through to get here. So I encourage you, when we met, I said, don't play small. Don't play small about your achievement. You achieve what you have by sweat and tears and times and perseverance and struggle and challenges and so forth to reach where you are. So you are now living on the bright side of life. It doesn't mean you don't have challenges along the way. You do, but you have learned how to navigate those challenges and know that you can flip it around. It all starts in your mind. It's what you think. And we talked a lot also about knowing who you are. Along the line, I believe you have really done gone through the journey of self realization, of self discovery, to know who you are, to know what you're made of. And once you set your mind, your goal, you call it obsession on something, it's going to happen. That is a fact. I agree with that. That's the way I live. When I make a decision about something, it's going to happen. There is no way. But the challenge is, some people, they don't want to go through the ups and downs to bring you to the place where you are. So kudos to you. I applaud you. I wish you massive success in your endeavor as a financial literacy, national financial literacy, in that goal, in really getting women and just anyone that wants to. For the audience, the number in the bottom of the screen, which is 214. Now, Crystal, that's the number they can reach you if anyone wants any other.
Yeah, information about finance. Yeah, yeah.
642-8587. And
Yeah.
again, this is Crystal Nachampassack.
Thank
This
you.
is
But first of all, I would like to think that, the Miss Cynthia is on the show right now. Nobody pay her. And she go there out of good heart. When people have a good heart, it attracts good people. And abundance will come later on. But one thing, a lot of people, they just work for money. Like, you come different to change, to
yeah,
help people to make money is much easier to help to change people mindset, because not people, a lot of that woman, especially from where I come from,
mhm,
it's very hard to, because they they don't believe in themselves. If they don't believe in themselves, they're gonna have a hard time.
exactly.
They have to
Yeah,
get a hard time to uh, they get a hard time to do something. So that's why, and that's why the reason that a lot of things, I don't know how many people steam this show, but one thing, hopefully you see that show, and my number over there. You don't need to, if you like some book about information, if you like information mindset, something, Miss Cynthia can tell you that.
yes,
Just keep into the show and take a look at that, because it's not going to happen only one time.
right,
First time when I joined to do the real estate, and when I joined to do finance company,
right.
I don't know what it. All I know is, I just give me a chance to become something. Give
Wow.
me a chance to
Yeah,
learn something. That's why American about. We are lucky. We are process. We are abundant because we live in a country that can get anything you want in a good way, and you can give it back. Like Kennedy said, don't ask country for you, you can do for country. Right now, that's why Miss Cynthia to get to all us, to make sure to become healthy mind. When you
yeah,
have healthy mind, you have healthy heart, and you
right.
have to have the abundant. That's
Right,
a,
because it
um,
all starts in the mind. Bar none, it starts with knowing who you are, and
yeah.
then you need to reprogram your mind. You need to remove the old program and really start with something new,
Uh-huh.
yours, because most of us, or we grew up with an identity that's been imposed upon us, and most people live today with an identity that's not theirs, and with that comes frustration, anxiety, depression, and so forth. But when you know who you are, then you can navigate full force, boldly, with confidence and assertiveness to get what you want and to live the life you want unapologetically.
That's
So,
what everybody wants. But talking about there's something that sometimes when you need a friend, when you need something to her, you can go to her show, and you will talk to her because she's a light coach too.
yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes,
she can guide you, to be that, and there's something like that. Most people they don't give you anything until they get money. But this one, she will give you the heart. She will tell you to authentic. See, so that's all the reason me and her become a friend. But I appreciate your time and let
thank
me
you.
on your show. I'm grateful that to have. Hopefully, somebody can understand that you
Right.
can do all things
Yes,
with you believe with who
yes,
you are. You
yes.
the most important in the world is not anybody else. If you
Thank
love yourself, you can give to other. You have to love yourself first
you.
before you give to them.
Well,
Right, man?
thank you. I appreciate your time. You've been great, great information. Again, for those of you in the audience, please take a look at the phone number and you can dial it or you can contact me. Check my website, The Cynthia Linox Show, and I will be glad to either guide you, steer you, or answer any questions you have. Thank you for tuning in today. See you next Thursday, 2 o'clock Central Standard Time on The Cynthia Linox Show.
Thank
Appreciate